What I've done today is I've put the old suspension that was on this lawnmower, the lawnmower frame, and you can see how high, because it's going to have some pretty good sized tires on the front, and you can see how high this thing's going to be off the ground. Well, I'm fixing that. Like I said, I just put this to show you the difference. I'm going to cut it to length and put a little camber angle in it, but it's going to go in there. It's going to be welded in place and cut to length. And on the end, we're going to have these that I've cut up. This here put together, if you buy them's like $30-something. Well, these were like $2.50 a piece, $3.50 a piece, and then like $1 each for these nuts. And I had this lying around. So that's what I'm using. What we're going to do is pretty snug fit, I guess. Oops. Then this plate's going to get welded. Plate's going to get, well, I guess I could have made it longer, and I'm probably going to go on out with my steering. But anyway, I'll work on that later. This is going to go on the end like this, and this is going to be the axle that's going to hold the wheel on. And I went 5/8 right here because it's pretty thick, and 5/8 is all I had here. And the wheels are 3/4, so that's why it's going to be a little bigger. And just weld that onto there. So, let's get to welding. Need my glasses, of course. How's them welds look? What do y'all think? She ain't the best stack of dimes, but she'll hold. Trying to get some focus. I don't know how to operate a camera. There we go. Alright. This is boring to y'all. I mean, welding is boring or all that. You can fast forward it. Might be something good down the road. I just enjoy welding. Not very good at it, but I enjoy it. I'm trying to be better. Stuff's pretty hot, so still need to use a little bit of caution. Just for the test bit. Might need to. I think I'm clearing those that stack of dimes. I think I'm clearing it. Didn't think I was going to be able to. I want a nice fat weld. For some reason my feed wasn't working. I do some gap welded on thicker stuff, but thinner stuff, no. So I put one right there, and then I'm gonna put another one next to it. I'm not that good, that's for sure. Yep, still see through it. That's a good sign. Wish I can weld like Brian Block. one day I can get up to North Kentucky to see him, and he can show me a lot, a whole lot. Y'all can tell it's many days later. Some projects I haven't got to finish yet, so I figured I'd get back on this and we'll stitch it into the other one. What we have here is I got the front end together. As you can see, got it all welded up, and I set it on here. And I know it looks like I'm running, no caster in it, but it's got a heavy rake to it. It'll have several degrees of caster when I'm done. And this piece will not be on there. I'm just using it as a guide to hold this up against the angle on the front of the frame. And then I'm going to go ahead and spot weld it right here so I can remove this, level it, check my camber again, check my caster again, and then I'll give it a little more of a final weld on the top, just some about a 1-inch weld on each side, on the top, and then on the sides right here to hold that in place. It'll hold it for just to get it going, just make sure everything is together before final weld and all the measurements are taken. So we're gonna go ahead and do that, and then I cut out some pieces, and I made a bring you on in a little closer here. Made a bracket down here that goes in between the two bolts, and a bracket up here. It's only got one bolt in that bracket down there, and that's all that'll be there. And right now there's no bolts up here that ties this to this. So I made these. I added some stuff lying around. Then I'll space it and then torque it down. I'm gonna drill some holes. I already got them marked. And we're going to do that. But one thing I want to show you after the first I believe on the first video I was welding these directly to here. Well, that came to be a problem. It's a little difficult to get the engine off the frame. So I made little L brackets down there, as you can tell, welded them in, and there's a pivot. We got pivots under there. Probably still can't see that really well, so let me see if I can get something going here. You can tell, got pivots. So all you got to undo now is just undo that one through bolt right there, and loosen those up. And these right here, these mounts will swing forward. Actually, since all this together, all this will swing forward as a unit. So I'm gonna drill those here in a little bit, but we're gonna put some spot welds in the front so I can take that piece off. It's just ugly. I don't feel like looking at it. And then might go ahead and take those. As you can tell, I'll put little rollers on the bottom so I can roll this thing around. And we'll go ahead and probably zizz those off. And then made me a, where did I put it? It's over here. Y'all gonna love the shifter. I'm not gonna show you yet. I'll show you after I get it together. Just some parts are cobbled up over time. One of them come off one of my old cars. Yeah, it was a shifter. You probably saw it in there somewhere. So let's get to throwing a few spot welds on this thing. I am learning my new camera mount that a friend of mine and his wife gave me, and my groovy halo light. Hey, I got a whole bunch of lighting and stuff now. A lot of lighting. So getting it all integrated is going to be the biggest deal, so it's all out of my way, but I get it figured out. So let me get the welder fired up, clean off the helmet lenses, and we'll be good to go.
If y'all notice when I weld, I'm not cheap. Well, I am, but I got a pair. The dexterity is just not there. So this one doesn't get used as much as you can tell. So for the trigger finger, I use that. But I do use them both. I'm dealing with hot metal, so. Get out of the way. Let's get this out of the way. Get that out of the way, some sparks. All right. Ever important glasses. Chug got me a fresh mic too. I got me a new mic. Happy about that, that's for sure. Complaints from a couple of people is couldn't hear me, but like I said, I'm just using a cell phone. Do this. It's a good cell phone. The cameras are not cheap. A good camera, that is. I'll upgrade one day. Nobody said there's any problem with the quality of the video, so I'm not going to go any further for right now. Take two. Like how I force that ground? Yeah. All right. Let's see if she holds. Yeah, let me get this off now. All right. What? All right, that is on there. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and lift this up to the height of the back. I got it sitting on the creeper seat so I can roll this around. Get it about the height we're gonna get it level so I can check the case triangle of this. It's not gonna be this right height. I just trying to get it level to test. Need more stuff. Put us in the ballpark. Really? If it got greater than 6. They bought this for front end alignments. So well, all I wanted out of it was 6 or more, so I got more than 6. So I'm not gonna complain there. All right, I'm gonna fast forward, y'all. I'm cleaning this up right here, and then cleaning this up down here for welding. Sounds like a run out of wire. Hope not. Well, run out of wire. Oh, I won't be doing any more welding right this minute. I gotta go get some welding wire. So let's get on some other stuff because it is. I don't think Harbor Freight's open at 4:05 in the morning. Nope, don't think so. All right, get on something else. Well, if y'all remember from what I have welded on this, the frame, the box frame, it ends right there. And then it's welded to this lawnmower frame, and then I'm welding it up here. Well, it's going to get tied together because when I weld that to that, I'm going to be putting a bar under there, meeting the two and welding it here. And on the very bottom, as you can see, it's got this dip. Oh, I'm whacking that off. Yeah, that's just going to grab some Mother Earth up in there. But yeah, I'm just whacking it off and leaving the front there. I'm not going to do any fancy, angling and dovetails and all this kind of stuff. No, and nothing like that happened on this baby. But I did want some left on the bottom in case I want to add some accoutrements, like headlights, something like that. So, because my game plan is, of course, 3 pedals through here, and in a way, we'll just say that because I still got to get the. I'm thinking about going maybe with a steering rack. I don't know yet. I need to get a seat on it first so I can do measurements where I'm gonna put the pedals, and how I arrange the pedals might push me on how I'm going to do the steering, whether it be a rack or just the standard little arm, with the tie rod ends on it. I don't know. We'll figure that one out. Let me hurry this up. I need to go watch the replay of the State of the Union. I haven't heard nothing about it yet. Yeah, we'll go ahead and take this back off so I can drill them holes. Yep, we'll do that. Yeah, so many things I need to get for this thing. I'm still trying to pan out how I want my axle, because my original design, I'm going to have 20-something inch tall tires on the back and really wide wheels. So show you the wheels I'm putting on this thing. These are the wheels on the backside. Like I said, like 18 horsepower. This is not what's staying on it. Down the road, whacking all that off, and hopefully I get some considerably more power. But I'm going to set it up with the axle and everything. With these wheels, yeah, it's a pretty wide wheel. So when I put all that in consideration, I figure I go right here. On this side, I can run the brake. On this side over here, I can run the drive sprocket. Around that area. I got to kind of line it up at the front. I don't want it to look like something weird, down under or something. But anyway, trying to figure out the axle and gonna have to run a jack shaft and all that. So anyway, we'll get this off, get this drilled. You can see I put lights on everything. I can't see nothing. So let's get to doing this. Be the best way on this. That dot, that there. Yeah, just do that. Apparently I don't have enough guts to get anything started. I need to be sharpening some bits. What I need to be doing instead of doing all this. Oh yeah, that one's got a little gusto in her. I know it probably looks like I'm hanging on this thing. I'm not. I'm just putting, I like just like arm pressure, just the weight of my arm. This is all custom work. I don't rush nothing. Does it look like I'm in a rush? Nope. I didn't have to clean that up. Good. Start to rain again. It's been like Seattle out there. It has been raining and raining, and then we got like one day of sunshine and 18 days of rain. It's biblical. Let's try that. Oops, what am I doing? What am I doing? See, I'm hungry. That's the problem. Need pancakes. Oh, I think that's a winner. Let me get that tightened up. All right. All right, give me a minute. I'll bring you under the shifter. So we have this right here. The handle. Worth more than the cart. Basically that. So how it's going to be set up, the notch this bolt right here in there. You can't see it, and I have a set screw. I've already did all that, and how it's going to set up. Let's get y'all more of a bird's eye of how this thing's going to be. See the seat? Let's put these up before I kick them over. The seat's going here, and I want side shift. So we're going to angle weld that like that. Put however we'll tie it to the rod going to the counter. It's a counter shaft for the shifter. And it's going to sit. I'm going to put a piece of square tube in here for surface area, but it's going to come out further. And it's actually going to be like that off to the side. But I need to grind all this off right here, smoothing it. I'm going to go ahead and do that. We'll work with that. So this is what we got from a shifter. This came off the mower. I bought that bolt. And put the set screw in it. Good to go there. And I'll clean all this up. And I'm not going to give it a mirror polish. I'm probably going to paint all this black. I don't know. Figure it out. And like I said, the pivot is not going to be like that. It's going to be offset. And this will probably be trimmed off a little bit because I'm making a bracket that comes out that this is going to bolt to with a lock washer. But I'm trying to keep this as short as possible and the anchor point as thick as possible so it doesn't move around on us. And just putting a bolt through that, even though the bolt would come through the frame, not just the outer frame, the frame I put in it, that's just too much to go wrong right there. So we're going to keep it short and simple. Just can't get good help these days, can you? Ridiculous. Lazy kids. But anyway, oops. Like I said, this is going to be a couple of months to do this, acquiring all the parts and the other projects and stuff I have going on. I'm almost caught up. But I hope y'all really like this video series. I've helped build race cars from the ground up with the chassis and all. No, I did not do a lot of the configuration nor the welding. I was generally in the wiring. I built the engines, transmission, rear ends, and brakes on those. I've test drove a few, but other than that, you know. But this is my first fabrication from ground up of a whole project. I know it looks Mickey Mouse, but it's going to be very sturdy when I'm done. It's going to be able to handle a lot of power and hopefully have a lot of fun on it. It's just slow going. And remember, that engine smokes like a freight train. So we'll run it a time or two, you know, kill some mosquitoes, and then we're going to go ahead and yank the jug and stuff off and take a look. And they're pretty cheap for a jug assembly for that thing and piston set of rings. So that's going to be another part of the series. Well, another piece of a video because there's not much to it. And still got to build a carburetor on it. And, you know, we still got all the electrical. We got everything else to do on this. You see what we have. We got what's left to do. So hope y'all enjoyed it again. Y'all please like, subscribe, and thank y'all for watching.